Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Mr. Chase starting our Unit 9, which is fractions. So our first lesson in the unit is going to be dividing regions into equal parts, which is kind of a baby step into learning that fraction concept that we're going to be learning about. This says a whole can be divided into equal parts in different ways, and you can see there we're going to start building this terminology of halves, thirds, fourths, fifths, and so on. A big thing that I will point it out in class today is that most of the words you can see that number base word in there. So fourths is 4 equal parts, fifths has that fifth, six has that six, 8 for eighths, 10 for tenths, and 12 for twelfths. And you can see that base word, and it's really going to make it easier when we're thinking about these. Now, the big concept today is that you have to divide the region into equal parts. So you can notice that this says equal for all of these. 2 equal parts, 3 equal parts, 4 equal parts. And students need to recognize that they are equal. So you can see that these are the same shape of the triangles. If you flip them around, same shapes here. Now, when we get into a little further, we'll be changing the shapes of those, but for now, we're going to concentrate on having them be the same shape so it's easier to see that they're the equal size. Now, if we go down to number 1, we need to first say if they're equal or not, and then we need to name the parts if they are equal. So this first one, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 equal parts. And if I have 4 equal parts and these are all equal, I can tell that. I'm going to say equal first, and then say I would call that fourths. If I look to number 2, I can look at this and automatically I know that it's not equal because these 3 are all the same, but this one is not the same size as these 3 regions. So I'm just going to write unequal for that. A big concept that we're going to learn in this unit is that if they are not equal, even though there are 4 sections here, we cannot call that fourths. Number 3, this one's a circle, looks a little bit different. But we can still see that they're all equal parts, and there's 4 of them. So again, this one's going to be equal and fourths. For 4, 5, and 6, it says name the equal parts of the whole. It's already telling us that they are equal, so all we need to do is name them. I'm going to skip number 4 because that one's just fourths again. If I look in 5, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 equal parts, and I know that they're equal. If I have 12 equal parts, I can look up here. That is twelfths. Number 6. These are all equal. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 equal parts. And I know that 6 equal parts is going to be sixths. Notice that we're only saying how many they're divided into. When we get into the later lessons, we're going to be talking about more fractions more in depth. This says using grid paper, draw a picture of a whole that is divided into thirds. I'm just going to go ahead and draw a sketch here. If I'm drawing it in thirds, it's a little tougher to do odd numbers than even numbers. But I can go ahead and divide this into 3 equal pieces. 1, 2, 3 to make thirds. And you can also do it with a circle for thirds. This one's a little tougher to draw. 1, 2, 3. Number 8. How many equal parts are there when you divide a figure into fifths? So this question's kind of doing the opposite of 4, 5, and 6. And if it's split into fifths, I know it is 5 equal parts. So pretty simple today, only seeing equal parts in regions.